Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syahirah binti Mustafha, and my research proposal is about employability and underemployment investigation of University Technologi Malaysia UTM mathematics graduates during pandemic COVID-19. Introduction. Research background. The coronavirus 2019, or we call it as COVID-19, was initially discovered in China around the end of 2019 and expanded all around the world in just 4 months. COVID-19 was declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization (WHO) on 11 March 2020. Malaysia's government has put in place emergency plans to help the general populace and businesses stay afloat. According to the Employment Information and Analysis Service (EIAS), 107,024 Malaysian workers will lose their job in 2020. When compared to the previous year, there was a 167% rise in the number of people who lost their jobs. Problem statement. The worldwide unemployment rate has risen dramatically. Thailand and Greece are particularly vulnerable as tourism is one of their largest sources of revenue. Malaysia is no exception, with around 650,000 micro-businesses unable to operate due to lockdown orders and non-payment of rent and staff. It also allows other sectors a favorable time during this difficult economic situation and restriction of movement, or we call it SRM0. In comparison to the period before to COVID-19, these industries flourish. With the present epidemic era, many mathematics program students are unsure of where their degree could lead them. Many of these students had difficulty finding internship. This could be due to funding limits or recruiters' failure to recognize where these students should fit in. Scope of study. From 2016 to 2021, the study topics are University Technologi Malaysia, UTM, Bachelor Science Industry Mathematics and Bachelor Science Mathematics graduates. The variables used to model graduate employability are ethnicity, gender, age, kind of region live in, CGPA, academic program, and internship. Excel, and SPSS will be used to analyze the data. Finally, for each regression test, SPSS will be used to determine the association between variables. Significance of study. Students are being asked to look at where mathematics graduates may find more suitable work, as well as a region they should study for their bachelor's degree. Students must set goals in order to stay motivated while earning their Bachelor of Mathematics degrees. The finding of this inquiry may help to reduce the social stigma that a mathematics graduate can only be a teacher. Literature review. COVID-19 is a relatively new initiative and it is still active at the time this report is produced. As a result, few research on employability in the post-COVID-19 period have been conducted. The majority of the material utilized in this literature review are research on the application of logistic regression in the field of employability. One of the generalized linear model is logistic regression. It has a lot of similarities to simple linear regression in various ways. However, simple linear regression can only be used to model situations with continuous variables. When dealing with a dichotomous dependent variable, however, logistic regression is used. In addition, logistic regression is a type of machine learning that is used to model binary 0-1 situations by 2015. Not only can be utilized for one-on-one situations, but it can also be used for many covariance components. In the study of employability, logistic regression is frequently employed to model the problem. Specifically, employment issues frequently involve discontinuities and categorical data. Another study conducted in China by Fu et al. 2020 looked into the mental health of college students during the COVID-19. The goal was to assess the psychological well-being of Chinese college students during the COVID-19 outbreak. The information was gathered using an online survey that ran from 10 May to 10 June 2020. For the response variable, the Generalized Anxiety Disorder 7-item scale, or GAD-7, was utilized to assess anxiety symptoms. Finally, because the difficulties will be treated with categorical variables, logistic regression is proven to be an appropriate method for analyzing this project. In addition, logistic regression would be the greatest tool for estimating the likelihood of an event for a randomly picked item versus the likelihood of an event that does not occur. As a result, logistic regression will be used to create the model to analyze the employability of mathematics graduates. Methodology. A Google form will be used to create the questionnaire, and the link will be forwarded to the alumni through email. The Department of Mathematics Science (UTM) will provide contact information for the alumni. The director and the lecturer in charge of data storage will give their approval, and the answer to the specific questions concerning their work whereabouts, as well as the identity of the survey participant, will be kept privately. The questionnaire is divided into 8 sections. First, the aim of the survey and how to fill out the email form. Second is general information such as name, ethnicity, gender, age, phone number, current residence, and state. Third is the educational background such as CGPA, year graduated, course, highest education level, recognition of career path during undergraduate days, internship experience, and separated question, current employment status. Number 4 is current employment background such as job title, company name, company background, kind of industry, employment sector, compensation, and how COVID-19 affects to the respondent status of work and income. Fifth is training or internship program. Why respondents left their previous work is the number 6 section, and number 7 is pursuing study, such as name of the course, current course, the name of the university, the date on which you began furthering your education, and a separate question about your job situation. And number 8 is unemployment. Expected finding. Malaysia was under the Movement Control Order (MCO) as the preventive measure to COVID-19 issued by the National Security Council. Among 238 alumni who were approached by sending emails containing the survey, only 117 responded to the form from 25th April 2021 till 8th May 2021. And for the participant, female is 84.62% and male is 15.38%. And for ethnicity, we have Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Bumiputra Sabah, with Malay 81.2%, Chinese with 8.55%, Indian with 5.13%, and Bumiputra Sabah with 4.27%. And the residents for alumni, we have Johor with 35.04%, Selangor with 17.95%, Kuala Lumpur with 13.68%, Perak with 6.84%, Pulau Pinang with 5.13%, Kedah 4.27%, Sabah and Kelantan with 3.42%, Terengganu, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, we have 2.56%. And for the last one is employment status, employed with 64.56%, furthering studies with 17.95%, self-employed with 5.98%, and unemployed also the same 5.68%, and work but quit with 5.13%. And the conclusion for my research proposal is employability and underemployment among UTM mathematics graduates are better visualized and comprehended. According to the findings, mathematics graduates have a high employment rate and a stable career. UTM mathematics graduate have a 94.02 employment rate. Have a 94.02% employment rate. COVID-19 had a minor impact on their employment according to the study. And according to the findings, a person's employability is not determined by their CGPA. It is also applied to other categorical categories with no component having a direct correlation with employability. Next is race and gender do not play a significant role in predicting the employability of mathematics graduates. Mathematics graduates have a good number of job prospects, and mathematics graduates are unaffected by racial and gender discrimination when it comes to work chances. And here is my references for my research proposal, where I have 6 of them for my research proposal. And that is all from me. Thank you.